Glad to see everybody here today. This is our first concert of our fall semester concert series. So I'm very excited to introduce the Page Brothers Trio featuring Wendy Jones. And without any further ado, one, two, by the great Thelonious Monk. He's one of the jazz composers, the many jazz composers from North Carolina. He's from Rocky Mount and then quickly moved to New York after a couple months or so. As his mother said, she didn't want her son growing up in North Carolina. And this is because of race relations and other things in the late teens. But we're thankful to call him our North Carolina jazz composers. Over here on the drums, this is Gary Claude. Give him a round of applause. Gary and I live in Boone, and we play together quite a bit. We're playing at Sierra Nevada on Sunday, if you're interested, in Mills River. On the bass over here is my twin brother. This is Zach Page. We're going to play another tune before bringing out our special guest. This is by the great guitar player Wes Montgomery, a tune called Full House. We're going to continue now with our special guest. Please welcome Wendy Jones. Wendy hosted a concert recently at the White Horse in Black Mountain, a tribute to Ella Fitzgerald, and we'd like to carry on some of those tunes. What do you want to do first?
Sure, that sounds great. We're improvising, it's jazz.
That's
you
right.
call the tune, I'll see if I know it.
It's a tempo, Wendy.
I await your intro.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3.
Have you ever heard two turtle doves, Bill and Coo? When they love, that's the kind of magic music we make with our lips. When we kiss, and there's a weepy old willow, he really knows how to cry. called Bluesette. It was written by a jazz harmonica player, Toots Thielmans, depending on what country we're in. Just a little pedal for intro, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You can bet one lucky day you'll waken, and your blues will be forsaken. One lucky day, lovely love will come your way. If there is a love in your heart to share, dear Bluesette, don't despair. Some little boy is longing just like you to find someone to be true to love in arms he can nestle in and stay. Well, get set, Bluesette, true love is coming. Your troubled heart soon will be humming. Don't you be a mourner. Have you heard the news yet? Love's around the corner. Love wrapped in rainbows and tied with pink ribbons to make your next springtime your golden springtime. Don't you cry, don't you pout, don't you fret. Little good times are coming, calling the tunes, and I'm just going to see if I know them. I like that game. This next tune is by American composer Duke Ellington, the great Duke Ellington. Edward Ellington, known as the Duke, he was so classy. And you may have heard A Train. That was one of his, that's his big theme song. But we're going to do a tune for you now called Sophisticated Lady. Sophisticated lady, I know you miss the love you lost long ago. And when nobody's nigh, you smoking, drinking, never thinking of tomorrow. So nonchalant, diamond shining, dancing, dining with some man in a restaurant. Is that all you really want now? Sophisticated lady, I know you miss the love you lost long ago. And when nobody is nigh, you cry.
Wendy Jones.
Thanks.
Wendy currently lives in Hendersonville and performs all across the region and beyond.
And beyond.
And when is the next gig, the Asheville Jazz Orchestra?
Oh, Asheville Jazz Orchestra is Saturday night, and the
Where's
Russ Wilson Jazz Orchestra with your brother here is on Sunday night, out down in Nashville, in
Right.
Black Mountain, yeah.
Yeah, if you ever make it over there, check it out. And we appreciate your support here today, especially to, where's Professor Butler? He's in here somewhere. Oh, there
He's
he
back
is.
there.
Man in the shadows. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I call him Justin, but you can call him Professor Butler. And I'd also like to thank Professor Griffith over here for being here today, and as well as all of you. We're going to play a tune by one of your countrymen. Jimmy, this is the great Antonio Carlos Jobim, a tune called Favela.
I'm glad I'm not seeing a Portuguese then. Remember, this is AABA. His eyes could laugh, I made them laugh. His arms a world of thrills. Look down and smile on a summer love to see it blossoming somewhere in the hills. The breeze was cool, his kiss was fire. The night birds sang their trills. Fire out somewhere in the hills. But I love just for the somewhere in the His eyes could laugh, I made them laugh. His arms a world of thrills. The moon looked down and smiled on a summer love to see it blossoming somewhere in the hills. The breeze was cool, his kiss was fire. The night birds sang their trills. And when the moon was gone, hidden by the clouds, I put the fire out somewhere in the hills. But I love just for the moment, I've no time for regrets. I make dreams for tomorrow, dreams I know I'll forget. New day, new dawn, and I have gone in search of other thrills. Who looks down and smiles, for those laughing eyes are crying silently somewhere in the hills. For those laughing eyes are crying silently somewhere in the hills. For those laughing eyes are crying silently somewhere in the hills.
All right, thank you very much. That was from a great album, that arrangement that Ella recorded, a tribute to Antonio Carlos Jobim.
Yeah.
And this album, if you never seek it out, it's called Ella Abraca Jobim. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, sorry. But it has some of the jazz greats on there, including Joe Pass and Clark Terry, who's played here in Caldwell County, as well as Zoot Sims, people like that. Paulino de Costa, some great Brazilian musicians on there.
Great.
We're going to continue now with a tune called Don't Be That Way.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's do it.
Ella Fitzgerald, who we're honoring today, she recorded a series of albums with the great guitarist Joe Pass, just the two of them, in a really stripped down setting. And this is from one of those albums. Is that Easy Living?
Yes.
Easy Living?
I think it's on a couple of albums and it's a little different each time,
All right.
just like ours will be.
Sounds good.
We'll take a sassy tempo.
Don't cry. Oh, honey, please don't be that way. Clouds in the sky should never make you feel that way. The rain will bring the violets someday. Tears are in vain. Oh, honey, please don't be that way. As long
called, what am I looking for my music for? I don't get any. How High the Moon. And I don't know, do y'all know Ella Fitzgerald? Okay, if you don't, you should take a listen. If you're a jazz vocalist, you've certainly heard of her, and she inspired me so much, and I wanted to do a show to honor her. And of course, jazz music without the contributions, the early contributions of African-American artists would not exist, and we are partaking of that music today because of their contributions. And certainly I wouldn't be had the opportunity to love and admire someone like Ella Fitzgerald had she not had the opportunity she had. So I'm grateful for her, and I want to bring a spotlight to her and her music and her singing and her contributions. And so she was a great scat singer. And so this summer I thought, well, if I'm going to learn to appreciate her, I need to dive into one of her solos. So I took one of her solos, a transcription of a tune she recorded called How High the Moon, and tried to learn her solo. That just showed me how brilliant she was, because it kicked my butt hard for weeks and weeks and weeks. And it might still, but we're going to try it today for you anyway. So we're going to do Ella Fitzgerald's version of How High the Moon with her scat solo. And Ella, I'm going to try to do you justice. And also, the count off that I gave you in rehearsal, wrong. Because I had the lyrics wrong, so it will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I had the lyrics wrong, so. But to start, let's do 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above when love is far away too. Till it comes through that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, it's where you are. Somewhere there's heaven, how near, how far. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will have stamped my heart, how high the moon. 1, 2, 3, 4. How high the moon is the name of this song. How high the moon, though the words may be wrong. We're singing it because you asked for it. So we're swinging it just for you. How high the moon, does it touch the stars? How high the moon, does it reach up to Mars? The words may be wrong to this song. We're asking how high is the moon. Oh, baby, oh, baby, those words may be wrong to this song. We're hoping high is the moon. Thank you, Ella.
All right, one more time for Wendy Jones. I don't know how many of you are musicians, instrumentalists, or vocalists, just to know how much time went into that, what she just did is really impressive. So thank you, Wendy, for preparing that.
Yeah.
And thank you for being here. I think we have time for at least one more.
Okay.
Once again, I'd like to thank Justin Butler and Caldwell Community College for having us as part of their Performing Arts Series. We love to come down to Caldwell County, especially for Dead Wax Record Store and Los Elotes for lunch.
All right.
Go there afterwards, both places. That's cool. Keep an eye out if we're playing in your area. We'd love to talk to you and meet you. And once again, thank you for being here. This is Zach Page on the bass. Shared a room with that guy for 25 years. And Gary Claude on the drums. My name's Andy Page, and we're the Page Brothers. We have minimal online presence. We just like to show up to places like this and play for people right in front of them. So you may not find us online, but one more hand for Wendy Jones from Henderson Grace.
I'm online everywhere. Come on, man, you gotta get with it. TikTok, Instagram. Let's do it.
I won't say what I was going to say, but we're going to end with a tune by George Gershwin. Yeah, let's do Wonderful.
Let's do it. I love it.
Do that.
You want to try the Pent-Up House?
Yeah, yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. It starts on a D, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2, 1.
It's wonderful, it's marvelous. You should care for me. It's all nice, it's paradise. It's what I love to see. You've made my life so glamorous. You can't blame me for feeling amorous. Oh, it's wonderful, it's marvelous that you should care for me. Working Zach Page and
Gary.
Gary Cohn. Yeah. You're gonna have no applause.
You guys, hope you have a great day.
Yeah, have a great day, y'all.
You